Good morning traders, and this is my Forex setups for today. So nothing has really much changed from yesterday. We are sort of range bound on pretty much all the pairs. I think it's only the Rand dollar that's looking interesting for me at the moment, but let's just run through them anyway. I'm just going to kick off on the weekly charts here and have a look at Euro USD right now. So as I said yesterday, we are in this zone here of fairly strong resistance. Okay, we have broken through it on the weekly, but you can see we are still battling to get through the previous week's high at the moment. That is an indication we are a little bit tired and we should be looking for a pullback, not an indication for a short for me anyway just yet. So this is still looking like a bit of consolidation. You can see how the buyer stepped in down here, and I'm still waiting to see what transpires here at 118.053 or alternatively 117.828. So we do have the non-farm payrolls today, which is a pretty big bit of data coming out for the dollar, and we've got some Chinese trade war noise that's out as well from last night, from a tweet from Trump, and we also have a stimulus package from the US Feds that has not really come out and convinced anybody of anything just yet. So all of that together is just giving you the confusion on the currency. Right, so is the dollar going to strengthen? Is the dollar going to weaken further? Is this a sweet spot? I think that's pretty much what the questions are at the moment. So for me, probably still sitting on hands here. We did get a bit of an opportunity to buy here yesterday. It fell short of what the target would be, but nevertheless there was the opportunity here. But if you take out these two green bars here and you look at that mess there, that's barbed wire. There's no ways I would have traded that anyway, and I didn't trade any currencies yesterday. So yeah, for me it's still sit on hands. We've got more data coming out today, so good time to see this would be just before non-farm payrolls. Okay, Aussie dollar, US dollar, same scenario. We've got a pretty strong level of resistance here which we have just broken through. When it comes to the 8 hour, you'll see that. You'll see we broke through, retested it, up again, down. We're still consolidation pattern again. Sitting on hands on this pair as well, so pretty much most of the dollar pairs at the moment, as well as the euro. The euro is also standing still right now. So you can see decent breakup, testing, coming back to test this area. We have a little gap down here. Okay. And obviously if we break below this low here and we come back and retest this area, then you have a double top target of that. If I can find a level, that would be the level there, which would be 0.71197. That is a distinct possibility, but obviously we need to break below the swing low here, and that swing low is sitting at 0.71744. Okay, so yeah, going sideways at the moment, so it's not something that I really want to trade, but I won't be trading that. We look at the pound against the dollar, same scenario, but I think the pound has got a little bit more of a challenge to get through this zone. It is a massive zone of resistance right now. So logically you would expect us to move back to the downside, which would also make sense in the sense that come back down and test this area for another attempt there. Okay, but there's nothing really that is indicating that it is turning. So similar scenario, we've tested a level, again on the 8 hour. Look at that 8 hour bars, 3 red ones in a row. Still haven't made a lower low. A lower low is going to be way down here at 129.795. Okay, so again it's in a holding pattern. See what's happening. It does look to me like dollar is going to strengthen. It really does look like the dollar is going to strengthen, and I'll show you now on the Rand dollar, because that's always an early proxy for me anyway of what the dollar is going to be doing. But it does look that way at the moment. I won't trade it just yet. For me, sit on hands and wait for this. But it definitely does start to look like the dollar is going to strengthen. Okay, so that is range bound, so we'll need to get through this range before we start looking at anything. Okay, so yeah, we have to wait for jobs number. Pound Japanese yen. Pound is in a fairly difficult place at the moment if you look at that on the weekly. So this level to the upside of 139.207 is fairly strong. Look at this week's bar at the moment. We haven't done anything, and we are range bound. That is a range bar on the weekly. And if we look at the lower time frames, you'll see we are definitely range bar. Similar scenario to the dollar, so the Japanese yen is also, which is a safe haven currency, is also looking like it may be building up for a break to the downside. In other words, in this scenario, it'll be a strengthening the currency. I'm a little bit reluctant to trade that, but if you read the writings on the wall on the dollar pairs at the moment, we are expecting some dollar strength and other currency weaknesses. Dollar has been seen as a bit of a safe haven at the moment. Yen is a safe haven right now. So is this a scenario that is brewing where we are going to see pretty strong reversals? Okay, only time will tell, but that is the view that I have right now, is a little bit of consolidation. It could be for a break to the upside, I'm not ruling that out, but it could also be for a break to the downside. So until we get confirmation of either or, in other words, a break above or below these levels and retesting, it is staying out of the market for me. Aussie dollar, Japanese yen on the weekly, very similar scenario. We are in an area of resistance. Okay, if we come down to the 8 hour, we start seeing a potential double top here. Okay, we've got a micro double top here. We've got a much bigger double top between these two here. I know they're not exact, but that's a double top in my books at the moment. It depends how this bar closes. If this bar closes red and we continue red, it's a confirmation that there's a good potential for double top there. And obviously I need to see a break below the neckline of the double top, which would be 74873. Now if you come down to the hour, you'll see it even clearer. There's your micro double top, pin bar, broken through the low here, double top in play. Okay, from the hour perspective, moving down. So again, it's sideways. Not really interested in trading it at the moment, but it does give you the impression that the Japanese yen is starting to strengthen against other currencies. Okay, the one that I do see that there is an opportunity to buy, this is the weekly. Okay, so you can see we had a massive dollar rally here. Okay, pull back and we have formed a double bottom here. This is the neckline of the double bottom. See the neckline there? That's on the weekly. We look at it on the 8 hour. You'll see there's a neckline. We've rejected it. Looks like we're rejecting it again. I want to see us get above here, pull back on, and that's going to be a buying opportunity. Okay, there's another double bottom here. Let me just highlight it there, and that one has played out. You can see this pin bar was the profit taking bar. If we come back to the hour here, you'll see a pretty much inverse cup and handle here that's at play at a level. And yeah, so this is definitely an opportunity to buy. So just looking at that, if you look at all the dollar pairs, where we've got Euro USD, Euro Aussie and Pound USD, it's all looking like it's rolling over. And if you look at USD ZAR, you're looking at a potential breakup to the upside, which is all leaning towards a strong dollar. Okay, so anyway, for me today, we'll wait for non-farm payrolls before making any decisions, but it does look like we're at some turning points or junction points for a lot of the currencies. Hope it helps you somewhat, and yeah, remember, not taking a trade is also a trade. You remain in profit, which is always good. Hope it helps you, and we'll catch up with you next week. Cheers for now.